we just pulled up the anchor from the Shillong. Is that what it's called? Shillong Pier? I think so. Some Shillong or something, the main anchorage in Phuket. Tomorrow we're checking into Royal Thai Marina to have a rigger come look at the boat. It's nearby. So we're just gonna sail right outside there so we don't have to go so far tomorrow because it might rain tomorrow. And the jib is out so we can turn off our motor. We got starboard one on. That one is off. Got a dagger board in the water. And what we're doing, 4 knots. Right there. A nice sailing. How much wind we got? Current wind 11 knots of wind. So I think today we're gonna test out the spinnaker, a special type of spinnaker called a Parasailor. Has a bunch of holes in it and like it's kind of like a paraglider and a sail in one. I don't know. I'm skeptical about the benefits of the Parasailor part. I think in like stronger wind it might be a little bit. I don't know. It might be more steady. They say it has a hole in it, so you can fly it in more wind, but then also you have a hole in it, so your sail is not going to be as efficient. All right, second attempt with the spinnaker. Now we got 10 knots of wind, so that should be perfect. This guy, I have to put a snap shackle on there. That should make that life easier. Untie this guy. Pull up the halyard. It's the blue. Okay. Oh, come on. What's going on here? I can fix this. I can fix this. This is ready to be deployed on the, whatever. You can find this little corner in there. There it goes. All right. We got it up. Oh my gosh. This thing is fantastic. I take back what I said. That was pretty easy. That might have been easier than the spinnaker I have on pickled herring. There's those parasails there. You see it full of air? And we're doing 6 knots. We got a parent wind of 5. So about probably 11 knots of wind. Yeah, a parent of 5.5. Yeah, 11 knots of wind. Man, we're going fast with this thing. It's very in control. Maybe the foils do the work. Yeah, it's just like a paraglider up there. Like with my other spinnaker, I've got to get all the line lengths, just right. Otherwise, it's like wants to collapse and stuff. But this just didn't seem to matter how we adjusted it. It just stayed open. Yeah, and the jive should be real easy, because there's no pole. I guess that's catamarans in general don't have poles, but yeah, this is super. Another advantage of the catamaran, spinnakers are easier because you got a wider hull, you don't have to do poles, and you can go fast in light wind. 10 knots, we're doing 6 knots of wind downwind. I don't think we'd be doing that with the jib and the mainsail. Maybe, I don't know though. So the swinger heading over and see how far we can bring this, see what happens. Okay, almost 7, 6.7. So on a jibe, we're just gonna turn the boat and we'll tighten up this yellow line and we'll tighten up the blue line over there, and then these ones will go slack. Okay, so I did a little experiment. So this is flying with just the guys, just to see if it would fly like that. I mean, it seems pretty happy with just the guys. I think with just the sheets, it's gonna fly up, just too high. Yeah, then we'll loosen up this guy and pull in that guy and just do a reach a little bit along the coast here. All right, so I adjusted our course a little bit. Now we're on a broad reach, and it did fold in a little bit, but just adjusted the line, so now it seems happy. And I think at a certain point, I think you're supposed to move it that corner to the prodder maybe, but that seems to work pretty good. Slow down too. Oh no, back up to 6. 5 to 6 knots. 1, 6, 7, 9. Back to a 6. Oh, folding up a little bit. Yeah, we're almost reaching a little more.
right?
Well, yeah, that going down pretty easy. I didn't realize you were taking it down.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to dump.
No, yeah, that's right. I did. I didn't know. I didn't realize you had started. Yeah, we could put it up. It's just as easy. Oh, look, we're on like the trail of garbage.
Oh yeah, we did. Where is it?
Now we douse the jib, douse the spinnaker, and down to the jib. We're down to 3.5 knots gross. Doing 7 now. Got the mainsail all the way up. Not even really trimmed that good. We're flying. How's the trim on the main looking? Yeah, pretty good. Could probably come up a little. 9, we got 9. Oh, it held it for a second. 9.4. It's like a motorboat. You could wing foil behind this. You got maybe no problem. We just anchored right here off the shore, and we're gonna go take the dinghy in to go get some food now. We'll spend the night here on the boat, and then tomorrow morning we go to the marina. We're supposed to get the rigging measured. All right, got a nice spot, beach landing for the dinghy here, and we're headed up to get some food. Hopefully they're open. That's cool. The farm. There's the road. They got really nice roads. Concrete too. We got this one and this one. I guess we got this place. Split it. Very good. We haven't had a bad meal yet. Look at that centipede. That's a big one. You gotta restart again now. You gotta restart, or you can push it out the rest of the way. You gotta have that good sunshot, sunset. All right, hold on it tight, and just whip it out.
2 hands, right?
Yeah, 2 hands there.
Oh, good.
Whip it out good. Ooh, there you go. And when you're real pro, you get it all the way to the very end.
Oh.
Next time you'll get it. Next time you'll get it. All right, yeah, there you go. That's look how long that handle is. That's great. You don't have to get anywhere near the mess. Clean is not so bad when you got a great brush like this. Okay, we got a fireworks show. All right, we're on the move again. Just pulled the anchor up. Today's gonna be my first try docking in this boat, and it's also a little bit of a windy day. We're coming into the marina, Royal Puke Marina, and we don't know what slip we're at yet. Hopefully it's not too difficult, but we got twin screws, so yeah, I mean, it can't be that hard, right? So here we are going in this channel. The marina's down there. Lots of the tour boats just zip across there. We'll do the channel just for fun. So we're coming in this channel. They got markers for us right here. It's just the red ones. We'll stay on side of them. A bunch of them over there. And we still got plenty of depth.
What's the depth?
12 feet. Still 12. All right, we just arrived at the marina after about 45 minutes going in this narrow channel, and they don't know who we are, even though we have an email from them confirming our reservation. So hopefully we're in the right one. It's gotta be, yeah. It says it right there, Royal Phuket Marina. All right, so we just gotta move from here to here. So it's good, a good easy docking for today. So I just checked in at the marina here, and it was really expensive for this area. It was $160 a night, I think. And the rigger already just called as we were pulling in to tell he was sick and had to cancel. So hopefully he gets better, because it's gonna be expensive to stay here. That's the whole reason we came to this marina, to get the rigging looked at. Like yeah, like the big marina at the pier I think was like $20 or $30 a night, and this is $160 a night. And I was told this place had a pool, but apparently it doesn't have a pool that we can use. We'll see. He's got a nice bathroom at least. What's the hose water taste like?
It's good.
Oh, it's good? Okay.
Yeah.
So after paying $160 a night, we were also told we don't have access from our dock to go ashore. We need to use our dinghy to go ashore. And so I'm like, screw that. So instead we are sneaking past the like service access of this villa here. This is just insane, you know? Here we are. Now I'm testing my windows I resealed. Just trying to see if I get any water in them. I really hope they hold the water out. I got 4 more to do. No, yeah, 4 or 5 more to do, including that center hatch. All right, initial test. Looks good. I don't see any water. Gonna put some more 12-volt sockets in. The one there's lots of 12-volt sockets, but they're all too corroded and rusted. They don't really work, most of them. Of course, that means I gotta drill more holes. Okay, working on wiring up that power socket has inspired me again to clear out a few of this old stuff. So, I don't know. I'm just trying to take out as many things as I can. I want to build a new panel that can fold down because crawling back here to work on the wiring is just horrible. And if I keep adding stuff without fixing it, it's just going to be worse. So I'm gonna start by taking out the stuff that isn't working or is on like the HF radio. I think it might work, but it's not hooked up properly anymore. And then this thing doesn't work, but I want to get it fixed. We'll put that in the bag and take it back to the US one day to get looked at. Like the Pactor modem, we're definitely not going to use that anymore. All right, we're making progress on the rewire. I hope I don't regret this. I just unplugged everything from the switch panel. Almost nothing was labeled. I got all this wire out. These wires need to come out. They're not going to anywhere. It's looking a little better under here. Okay, so it doesn't look like much, but we have made progress. I got the whole panel ripped out. I added a big negative bus bar and a positive bus bar, and this was another positive bus bar. I have that on a switch, a fuse, on a breaker. I moved the AIS from under the table. It was mounted underneath here. It was horrible to get to over here. And now I have room for it there because I took out the HF radio. So that will be good. This is another project where I've cleaned it up a little bit. There's still a lot of room to go for that section. Okay, making a little more progress. Got more things hooked up. Got a Starlink on a switch now. That's working. I'm labeling everything that goes in there now. And I daisy chained the Orca core. There's Mr. Orca to the, what is this? This is the AIS. And man, the AIS needs a lot of wires, you know? You got like the antenna in, the antenna out for so it like shares a VHF antenna. You have a GPS antenna. The NMEA, this is where the Orca went. This is the power USB programming. Hey, look, Orca disconnected. That's cool. So I'm gonna mount this. You know, it's in its little charging stand. I'll mount that in my control panel when I cut that out. So now we'll have the switch panel and the Orca. If I put the AIS in there as well, but I have lots of room for extra instruments. If I put the tank monitor thing once I figure that out too. All right, we just pulled out of Royal Phuket Marina, and I don't know, it seems like a waste of $300. I'm supposed to meet the rigger guy, but he's still sick, so that was the only reason I went there. I got eaten alive by bugs. There was no breeze. It was ridiculously overpriced. Felt like living in a mall. And yeah, there's not really much. Whatever, we'll go anchor, it'll be better. Back to motoring along the sticks. Like a maze. At least pulling out of the marina went pretty smooth. That was my first single-handed, I guess not docking, but undocking of the boat. We're gonna pick up John again. He went to go hang out with a girl for a while, but now she left, so we'll swoop him up at the end of this pier in a few hours. So now that I got my wiring more organized, I'm going to attempt to wire up to electrify the toilet. access back here. Pull this panel off. I love how light these panels are. Okay, so I think all I gotta do, and I say all, it's probably not gonna be that easy. We gotta take out this bilge pump that pumps out the toilet and replace it with electric diaphragm pump. So that might not be too hard. Start by pumping out the toilet really good just to make sure everything is as clean as it can be. Maybe this will be the last time I have to do this pumping. That'd be awesome. I'll close the seacocks. All right, so we got that out. Just put the new one back in there. All right, the pump is installed. I really hope this works. I'm not really sure if it will or not. I just picked a pump that looked like about the right type, and I got lucky. It fit in pretty easily. It looks like it's going to fit in the space, so it's hooked up to some electricity. I really don't want to have to put the old one back in there because that was kind of a nuisance to get it out. Just barely fits in this space, but at least it's easy to access. Okay, we're temporarily wired up. Let's open it with seacocks. All right, moment of truth. Any leaks? It's good. It's trying to pump. Oh, it's making the vacuum. Here it goes. So the pump's working. I just drilled a hole to run the wire along this, and I'll put some little cable management things there. And then we'll go back behind the dagger board. And I decided while I'm doing this, I might as well tee it off and also install one of these fans. So I started putting one of these fans in the bathroom just to kind of get a little more air in here. All right, sweet, we got it. Got a button now. Works. And also, ta-da! So these two windows are now leak-free. They've had like lots of good rains, not a drop came through. So now, next step is to reseal these two, and or at least one today, maybe one tomorrow. It looks like we're not going to rain until 1 today, so we got some time to make some progress. Oh, this one has duct tape on it too. I didn't realize that. Well, of course, since we're trying to reseal windows, we get wet rain, but John's getting some water. I filled the washing machine with water, so we're ready to do laundry the next time we need to. I didn't get to recover this one, but somehow it's not leaking yet. That's amazing. So the other one next to it is leaking. This little shop vac is awesome. Oh, no, you didn't see that. Go. Ah, there we go. Experts only. Get some water. Just run it right off. Oh, look at that. So satisfying. So there's one little section where it's leaking on this window again that I already sealed. It's weird because it lasted for a few days, and then all of a sudden it showed up, and you can see there's a tiny little spot right there where it's not sealed. This, you can tell, we weren't as good at this one. Look, we did a lot better on the second one. So I'm just gonna try to cut this section out, and then we'll reseal that. I don't want to redo the whole thing. So today my light switch in the bathroom, the switch itself just like freaking broke, and I was frustrated at first, but then I just thought, wait. Today I put the toilet pump in, I put the fan in. I feel like I've fixed more things than have broken, so this could be a turning point, because normally, the last few weeks, it's like everything I fixed, 2 more things have broken, but today, I think I did 2 or 3 things fixed and only 1 thing broke, or I realized was broken. So I think we're on the uphill, on the up and up now. Yeah, so this is just like, please stop working. There's not much room to work with these wires in here. All right, so I was able to pull the wires back out this back side, and I found this kind of cool little red button. I think that'll be fun to switch. Unfortunately, I gotta drill a little bit of a hole in here to make that work. Oh shit. Let's see if it works now. I just took the switch apart, and now it seems to work. But for how long, we will see. At least we have a switch right now. Oh man, the tiny little, leak in the first window made a lot of water come in. We're gonna fix it today. I cut out the Sikaflex where there was that little bubble. This stupid caulking gun blew up on me in the middle of the job. And this is such an annoying design. It's like, great. Just gonna pull this tape off before it gets too rubbery. Okay, we have this caulk gun, which the threads kept popping out on us earlier, so we'd use the other one. But this is all we got now, so hopefully we can make it work. Just carry on here. Already popped. So not only the threads pop out every minute. Now this is slipping on the stick. So this corner was coming up, so I'm gonna weigh it down with the water bottle. Hopefully that doesn't turn into a disaster. And then like there. So got that weighted down. We found this floating dock here. I'm just gonna tie up, hopefully it's okay. A lot of jet skis and tour boats here. Today we're taking a break from the boat projects and we're gonna find on a mission to find some bean bags. Wow, what a place. This is the biggest store I've ever been to. Alright, we found the perfect bean bag. It's this one. You can lay down in it or it can be a seat. It's super. I'm stoked to have found it. Annalene found this store on the line and she said to come here, and I think it's awesome. I also like this one, but it's only upright. This one can be upright or down. But that's the one. You gotta have the bean bags on the catamaran. That's gotta be them. So we got our massive bean bags back, but there's 30 knots of wind last night and these things start blowing around. I don't want to lose these bean bags. They're $80 each. So I'm gonna sew some webbing straps so I can tie them down to the trampoline nets. Yeah, that's one. Alright, we're gonna test the little weapons nets now, I guess. This morning I woke up to water just dripping on me, so my fix to redo this thing did not work. I'm really kind of bummed about that. I don't know where the water's coming in now. I thought it was that spot that I fixed. But the other three I think are holding out water, at least. I think. I don't see any water coming in. Another big problem, another leak is these side port lights. A lot of them are leaking through these bolt holes. I tried to put some butyl tape behind there, it didn't work. And you try the Sikaflex next, but man, they're leaking really good. So he's got a seal, but then he put the bolts outside of the sealed area, so or inside the sealed area. I don't know. It seems like it was almost a good design, and then it kind of didn't quite work out. But at least he has the trays to catch the water. It's just I gotta empty these trays like twice during a big rainstorm that comes by. All right, we're making progress on the nav lights. Apparently HDR is an abbreviation for stern light in German. ChatGPT, figured that out for me. So now I'm going to cut a panel to fit in here. I'm going to use more of this PVC plastiwood. All right, here's our piece. We are cutting out the control panel hole. Perfect fit. The first time, the second time. We got a hole for the switch panel and the Orca drilled in there.
Maybe. You gotta get that French man in line. You gotta get.
Thanks for watching. Sorry the projects are kind of scattered, but that's just kind of how I work, jumping from project to project. As you can see, the Sikaflex was not really working. I found out later you're supposed to use primers, and so you get to watch me struggle with that for several more videos. And yeah, really, it's very frustrating. It's hard watching these videos to edit them. But anyway, if you want to contribute to the Sikaflex fund, the PayPal link is in the description. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next video.